Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. This is your new episode. My name is Caroline, and my today's interview guest is Aletta. I hope I pronounced it right. Thank you
Yes,
for
perfect.
saying yes. Oh, you said yes. And please introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, my name is Aletta, and this is my second podcast interview. So for me, it's a little bit new, but I really like that you enjoyed that you invited me. I'm an e-commerce entrepreneur, so I sell products. I sell extensions, wigs, everything hair related. So this is my job. I have a son. He's 8 years old, and I live together with my boyfriend in Amsterdam, in Zaandam, not Amsterdam, next to Amsterdam. And
Wow.
quite nervous a little bit because of the recording, but I like it. I was really excited for you to ask me, so
Hmm.
I feel
Yeah,
honored.
me too. Oh, thank you so much
And my
because
camera is sometimes breaking, so
the
I don't know.
camera is
It's
setting.
spiritual.
Yeah, new colors. And I like to meet people I didn't spoke to before. And we have also this little challenge in our phase two community. I call it phase two. It is quantum wealth community where we met about connecting people to each other. And this is nice. And this is new to me as well. Okay, so my first question is, what inspires you?
What inspires me? Yeah, the phase two community inspires me a lot. I like it when people do things like differently, not mainstream. So I was really attracted to these videos. Like I love honesty because yeah, I just see through people a lot, and yeah, I love the honesty, the realness. Um, yeah, this inspires me, and also when people do things that are like not normal. Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Um,
what you mean. It is about what other people would consider as weird or so because it's
yeah.
not normal. Yes, but
Yeah,
it can
exactly.
become your normal. Yes.
Yeah. So I always had like from a young age that was like questioning everything. Like from 16 or something, I went to like a therapist on my own. Nobody knew about it. I was like, there is something, there is something more. And I don't know if this is the right, you know, if I'm doing the right thing or if the people around me are really knowing what it's all about.
Yes.
So I
We don't
question
know
things a lot.
we can only know if we do it, when we do something and we see the result, then we can consider it as bad or good. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, my next question is, who inspires you?
In my life,
Yes, who gives you inspiration to act, for example, or to
so
have
now,
new thoughts, ideas? Mhm.
um, I think maybe I'm inspiring myself,
I love it.
but yeah, I have like a coach now, Mandy. She inspires me
Mhm.
a lot. So, for example, she dyed her hair purple, and I was like, oh, I'm selling hair, and I have a lot of judgment in my life about people who are wearing extensions, for example. So that seems like a minor thing, but I was always like judgmental about people, and I thought, oh, I actually do want that myself, and I sell hair, so it's like I sell also like purple wigs and pink wigs and everything, but I was not really expressing myself, so that was inspiring to me. So I bought also the extensions and put them in, and yeah, this really makes me happy. Like do the things. It's it's inspiring when people do things that they love to do for me. That's why I also started my business, because I was always working in these jobs I hated, or at least hated from like I was bored actually, like from 3 months or half a year, and I was after that I was bored, and I thought I want to do stuff I want to do, and that's inspiring me when people do what they want. Yeah.
Yes, that is so true what you said, and I can relate to this. I remember Mandy changing her hair color. Mandy is in a previous episode of this podcast as well. I don't know if you already listened to it. It was really
No.
funny, that interview. And yeah, of course, what you said. When we see people expressing themselves and doing weird things, it can trigger us. As you said, we can get jealous also, why didn't I do it? And then we can decide to do it as well, or expressing ourselves in a different way. And I love that you mentioned the example with the hair, because you are a hair specialist as well.
Yeah.
I say, because you are working in that field, having products, and this is very inspiring. Yeah, thank you so much. And my next question is, how do you inspire other people?
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Um, well, I have like I mean on Instagram, and I how do I inspire other people? Yeah, I think by being example of that it's possible to have an online business. Um, yeah, I show like my numbers as well. Yesterday I made an Instagram story about where I showed my numbers. Now it's carnival here, so I have a really high revenue, and I actually would normally like keep it in, but now I'm thinking like no, I should just show that to people like what's possible. And I got reactions like, oh my god, this is my month salary, and like I like that because people are broadening their perspective, because I had also this perspective when I started like okay, I cannot make that money, but now I am doing it, so I would like to inspire people with this.
Yeah, it's definitely inspiring. I think the most important thing is that you feel good about it, about sharing, about what you share. Yes. And we
Yes.
can always share our successes, right?
Yeah.
Success.
Well,
Mhm.
I was always like, I don't want to rub it in people's face.
Yes.
But I think it's more inspiring than it's also making people jealous, maybe. Um,
Yeah,
maybe
it's
not. I
important
don't know.
to trigger something, that they get out of their comfort zone and starting their own thing, I would
Yeah,
say. Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah, this is what we are doing. It is uncomfortable, it is
Yeah,
new, but this is the way we are in
I feel
life, in our
uncomfortable.
comfort zone. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this podcast as well.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for saying yes, because it is, yeah, very inspiring to me. Of course, I am always the same person, but I have different guests, and I always ask the same questions, but the answers are different as well. And
Mhm.
the interesting thing about is that I am growing as well and developing, and I see it in my guests. The guests are changing their attitudes, their positivity, and what they contribute. Like you today, I'm very
Oh.
inspired. And may I ask, when did you start your business?
I started in 2019, and
Mhm.
I started like as a side thing, and the first half a year I didn't make any profit. I made some profit, but not too much. And then like 1.5 year later, it's really started. Yeah, actually, like I had somebody who helped me, and because I almost wanted to give up,
Mm.
but somebody else inspired me to keep going. And they helped me for like 1 hour and they told me what to do and I did it. And then from there, it just skyrocketed. And yeah, I could quit my job. And it's an amazing story.
Yeah, it is because you mentioned it only took 1 hour, and before, of course,
Yeah,
it took your decision, your allowance to accept help from someone who
for
has the
sure.
knowledge and helps you, and now you
Yeah.
are helping other people, I think, with building their businesses as well, or?
No, I'm not doing that at the moment. I'm still like growing my own business
Mhm.
because I'm now only in Benelux, in Belgium, Netherlands, and not even Luxembourg, but and Germany on
Mhm.
Kaufland as well.
Oh,
Uh,
that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Oh, I love it. I love it because we are so close together. Now we are close in this room, but also from the country. It's the neighbor country from Germany. It's so amazing. Yeah. Okay. My next question is, what are your gifts and talents?
um, good question. I think that I'm like persistent person that I don't give up. I try new things. I do new things, and I am. Um, yeah, there's always like this fire inside me that is burning, and I want to do something with it, and I do it, and I ask for help as well, which is something I'm learning also along the way. And I'm a smart person. I think I'm also an intuitive entrepreneur, so I do things on my own way. That's why it takes me a little bit longer than usual, like in the beginning of my business, for example. But I always get like when I listen to my intuition and take information from other people as well, but just at the end, take my own road, I will get there. I
Yes,
will
this is
get where I want
important.
to be.
to
Yeah.
to listen to your intuition as well, and you can take advice, but it's just an offer from other people. You can say yes or no to it. It's important. And I
Yeah.
think you are very confident as well. Confident and calm.
Me?
Yes, you are confident and calm, like with you are relaxed.
That looks like from the outside, maybe.
Yes,
I hear
you are.
that a lot. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is your goal for 2024?
I usually don't use goals.
Mm-hmm.
I just yeah, I want to finish the quantum. I'm doing the course, the Quantum Millionaire course.
Mm-hmm.
I want to finish that, and I'm currently working on going with my business to Amazon, Germany, and France, and some other platforms. I'm working on that, and my goal is to let go, actually, to trust somebody else with my work because I'm hiring somebody to help me with my the things I have to do because I really need some more distance so I can grow my business even more, and maybe also help people with e-commerce if they want.
Yes, I think this is mostly needed as well. Do you have this person already in mind, or are you seeking?
I'm currently seeking, but I'm talking to somebody already.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I had. I also listen to my intuition a lot about
Mhm.
that. When I ignore it, I know that when it comes back to me, mostly in the night, then I am thinking like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I have to do. And then I mostly send a text in the morning, like, this is what's going to happen to
Oh, I
somebody
love.
or do the things I need to do. Yeah.
Mhm. That sounds great. Also,
Thanks.
that intuition comes to you in the night. For me, it's the same. It's around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. This is how the
Yeah.
podcast came to me on 12th of December. And I emphasize this because I was in San Diego and it was 3 a.m., but in Europe it was 12 p.m., like 12, 12, 12. And it came to me
Oh,
like, yeah, you are doing your podcast. And within one day everything was set up and I had my first episodes. And
oh
now,
my
yeah,
God.
it is over 100 episodes, and I'm so grateful that you are here with me. You said yes to this new experience. I hope you enjoy it. And now my last question, okay?
I do.
My
Yeah.
last question is, if people reach out to you after listening to this podcast with the code inspired, for example, that we can identify they come from the podcast, what can they expect, or what are your offers? Do you have a special offer for the inspired community?
They can get my products, of course.
Mhm.
It's sassygoods.nl.
Hmm.
Um, I have a special offer. Yeah, I would always like to help with e-commerce or something else online. Um, yeah, I'm currently working on offering people things
Yeah, when it
because I'm
comes,
busy, I don't have much time, but if anyone wants to chat, that's always fine.
this is why you are hiring someone to help
Yeah.
you. This is amazing. So when people ask you questions about their e-commerce, um, does it have to be a certain, or do they have to know their branch already, their in which area they launch there, or do they have to have their e-commerce already, or are you helping them with setting it up from zero?
I can help them setting it up with from zero. Actually, you don't have to really know what you're gonna sell. I thought that too, but that's not really necessary. You just have to have a feeling with what you're gonna sell. If you don't have a feeling with it, that's not gonna work. So I also told that, but that's not gonna work. But I can always help with already people who are already selling and check like what can they do better. I really like to do that as well. But
Yeah.
setting up is also possible. I have three
Okay.
web shops, so I know quite a lot about this e-commerce thing, and it's nice to help other people as well. So
Oh,
they can reach
thank
out
you.
to me anytime, for
Thank
sure.
you so much. It's very inspiring to me. I'm thinking about my product now. What could I sell? And then I get back to you and ask
Yeah,
you how this works.
yeah, you can
Okay.
always ask me. I will help you. It's very easy.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for this interview. I hope to see you soon again and we can share how we changed. And yeah, this is
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you
Okay.
for this opportunity. It was really nice, and I liked
Thank
also
you.
short and yeah, quick.
See you in the next episode.
Okay, bye.